It's not often in FM where one of the mega superstars has a long-term injury, but it has happened. Erling Haaland has broken his lower leg and will be pretty much out for the rest of the season. Has this opened the door for the teams around them? Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Liberty Stadium in Swansea. And if you are a first-time visitor and you like this kind of content, then why not subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And if you have been following along, you'll know it's been another remarkable season. And this season is the most remarkable of all. And it is turning into a two-horse race already, even at this early stage, between Manchester City and Swansea. And both of us are going to play 2 games in 2 days in the Premier League. And we have Watford at home, and Manchester City will play Newcastle in 2 days, having thumped Liverpool this morning to take them back to the top of the table by 2 points. And you will see that Manchester City's goal difference is way superior to ours. But the big news of the season, and you don't see this very often, is that megastar Erling Haaland has broken his lower leg, and he is expected to be out for 3 to 5 months, so probably around 4 months, which will take us up to around about the beginning of May, in which he's not going to be that effective for the rest of the season, really. And that is big news. And does that open up the door for everybody else? Who knows? And they do have an adequate replacement, let's not forget, an Mbappe, but it does open up the door a little bit for the teams around them. They are a very, very strong team, and it was a very, very big worry. One of the things I wanted to raise in this video was the lack of job interviews that I've been offered. There hasn't been one, and it's not like I'm a bad manager. I have a Continental Pro license, top of the tree, and I have a good reputation. We've won countless trophies. I have an extremely good win ratio at 68%, and yet I have had no job interview offered to me in the 5.5 years that I've been in the job in Swansea. This is one of the very strangest saves that I've seen. And if we have a look at the history, in terms of what we've achieved here in my time, it's quite incredible. With a ton of trophies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trophies in 6 years, in 5.5 years with Swansea. Yet there's been a total absence of job interviews, and I wonder why that be. And I wonder if it is because the Swansea board have been offering me contracts almost every year, and in my 4th contract with Swansea at the moment, and rather like players, I wonder if they are giving me a new contract to ward off possible suitors to come and steal me away from the job. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think. In terms of the transfer window, we have made another sale. We have decided to sell Shane Lavery, and he has gone to Shakhtar. He came to me and said that he wanted to go out on loan. I threatened him and said, well, maybe we should sell you. And he said, yep, maybe that's a good idea, boss. And so that's what happened. And within a day of placing him on the transfer list, he was sold to Shakhtar for £23 million. That's a good deal for us. We didn't pay that much money for him to get him in, so it's a good deal for us. And it will mean that he does get some more first-team football. In terms then of the transfer and wage budget, it does leave plenty of room. We have 52 million to spend now, and that, with all the players that I wanted, that might come in handy. We have a ton of players who are wanted. Buongiorno's wanted, Barassi, Corey White, Stankovic. Joaquin Mailer is wanted. Malacia is wanted. We've already sold Chobury. Yaxin Adley is wanted. Brosia's wanted. Arthur Theet is wanted. Vatinia is wanted. In fact, pretty much half the squad is wanted. And we are in that situation again where we are having to hold on to players. And I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do this. We have offered Corey White a brand new contract, and he is considering it in the wake of him being wanted by Borussia Dortmund. And in terms of what's happened on the pitch, away from all that nonsense, when you were last with us, you saw us lose to Manchester United 2-0. We then beat West Ham by 1-0, and then pretty much easily beat Leeds by 3-1. An easy 4-1 victory at home to Ludogorets meant that we got 6 out of 6 wins in the Champions League Group A to secure the top spot in that group. And then Manchester City, the big game of the season, and it was a very close game. And it was in the 87th minute that man Haaland, the week before he broke his leg, scored the goal that meant that we lost to Manchester City. The week after, Manchester City lost to West Ham while we were beating Tottenham by 3-1. And then we beat Wolves by 3-1. And then Fulham gave us a real scare. And Manchester City scored the late goal against us a couple of games ago. We got an 88th minute winner against Fulham, which again then took us back to the top. And so with Manchester City beating Liverpool this morning, we have to now go out and win again against Watford. And we have fixtures 2 days later. We will play Liverpool away while Manchester City are away at Newcastle. It is just knock for knock, and we do have to keep an eye on what Manchester City are doing. But at the moment, we are 2 points behind, and we need to go and play Watford. And so this is a game that we should comfortably win, and we have rotated big time in view of Liverpool on Monday, and it's Junior in goal with Amati, Pobega, Buongiorno, Cambiasso at the back, Grimes, Etim, Hannibal and Maggio in midfield, and White and Barassi will start up front. And so to the game, and this really is a game that we should be winning, but these are always potential banana skins, and we do have to be careful. Watford have their own particular style where they are quite direct, and we do need to be careful of these long balls. But we have a corner, and Buongiorno has put us 1-0 up on the 12th minute, and that settled all the nerves, and we are back on top of the table. As a beautiful header at the near post, he outmuscled his man, and it's Swansea 1, Watford 0. We're going to raise the tempo a little bit. I do feel that we should be playing a little bit quicker in terms of the football that we're playing. Try to get a little bit more possession. We're not winning the possession battle, but we do know that Watford will play possession football. And here comes Corey White. Corey White has made it 2-0, and that has really settled the nerves, and we are in the driving seat. And Corey White, what a player he's becoming, and what a shot he's got on that right foot. When he hits it, it stays hit. And once again, bursting through the lines. And he hit it, and hit it hard. And there's no stopping that. It's now Swansea 2, Watford 0. We're back on top of the table. And this knock for knock with Manchester City just keeps going on. And we're just going to say we're pleased, but we want more possession in the second half. We want to try and dominate this game now. And we've made a couple of changes, nothing spectacular, but Watford do have a free kick. 70 minutes are gone, and there is the free kick, and it whistles over the bar. That was pretty close. And we just need to see the game out now. We've got a little bit more of the possession, and just see the game out. Here comes Barassi. Barassi's looking to get the ball into the box, and he does. And there is Corey White, but that header was easily collected by the goalkeeper. It remains Swansea 2, Watford 0. 84 minutes gone. We look comfortable. There's nothing to panic about. The 3 points are in the bag, and here comes Corey White again, and can he hit another one? And that's a great save by the goalkeeper. He didn't quite get his timing right there, but had he hit that, I'm sure he would have scored. Adley to deliver the corner, and that's to the near post again, and it's headed over the bar, and it remains Swansea 2, Watford 0. We do have another free kick, but Watford can counter, and here come Watford on the counter-attack, but easily dispossessed by Cambiasso. He finds Amati to Grimes looking for Adley through into Barassi's path, and that is another good save, and we should be out of sight. I think at 2-0 we are coasting, but we should be way out of sight by now. And here is Ben Lloyd. Ben Lloyd's looking for Barassi, and it's an air shot by Corey White. And Adley's looking for White. Can White get it into the box? He looks inside for Cambiasso to Maguire, to Adley, back to Maguire, and that is a great save again. And we have totally dominated the second half. Watford have not been in it at all, and there's another chance for Corey White, and that falls straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And it remains Swansea 2, Watford 0. We're just counting down the minutes now. Don't do anything silly. Just hold on, get the 3 points. Let's go back top of the table. And here comes Cambiasso. Cambiasso finds Grimes all the way back to Buongiorno, playing it about really nicely. Here's Adley looking over the top for Lloyd, but that is too strong and goes out for a throw. And we're just now, I'm not quite sure why FM isn't deciding to end the game. We're waiting for the final whistle. And here come Watford. They haven't given up. We just need to just stay calm, collected, stay in shape, and just take the 3 points. And Watford are playing it around. It is almost time up, but there's a ball over the top. And he's held up quite nicely. But there is a ball through, and Watford are through, and Watford have scored. And in true fashion this season, we've conceded a late goal again. And that happens time after time after time. We're 3 goals up or 2 goals up, and in the 90th minute, there's a consolation goal for the opposition. I'm not too bothered. FM can do what it wants. We have the 3 points, and that is full time. It is Swansea 2, Watford 1. We've taken the 3 points, back on top of the league by a point over Manchester City. And Etim is injured, but only out for a few days, so that's not such a big worry. And so what's coming up is that 2 days later we have to play Liverpool, and that is going to be a big test. We are fresh, we've rested our first team, and hopefully that will mean that we have the advantage over Liverpool. As I've gone looking at the teams, Liverpool have rested their first team as well, which is probably why they were thumped by Manchester City. And so Liverpool have identified this as a big game. We have our first team in place, except for Vitinha, who is out with a cold. He's at home watching YouTube and with his feet up. But we have very capable deputies up front. And this is a big game. And Liverpool, who are at full strength, we are at full strength. We have a corner, and Williams, against his old club, fires it just over the crossbar. And it's a fairly even game. We're slightly edging it at the moment. Junior finds Theet. It's slow, deliberate football. Theet having a look round. It is interesting to see that Liverpool are not pressing. There is no press at all from Liverpool. Gone are those old days where Liverpool played helter-skelter football 3 feet away from you. And here comes Barassi. Barassi looking to fire a shot in, but it cannons into Alisson's hands. And yeah, it is quite interesting to see Liverpool play without the counter-press. And they have changed their style of play. Of course, the managers have changed in FM, and it's nice that you have a chance against Liverpool now. And we are on top, and we should hopefully hopefully we'll go into the lead very soon. But here comes Salah. Salah's looking down the line for Frimpong, and Liverpool are looking to bring it forward. Here is Salah. Salah looking for Jesus, and that's a great save. But Jota following up has made it. Liverpool 1, Swansea 0. That is completely against the run of play. I feel a little bit cheated. It has been all Swansea in this game, and Liverpool just on a breakaway, and Jota found himself in space and picked up the rebound, and it's 1-0. But we are still in this game. Just looking for the Manchester City score. We just need to put one of our shots away. And once we can do that, I'm pretty sure the floodgates will open. We're in control, and Liverpool don't really look as good as this Swansea team. And here is Malacia. Malacia's looking for Brozier. Brozier's in, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And I'm starting to wonder, is it going to be one of those days? And are we going to allow Manchester City to go ahead of us in the Premier League? And I'm just seeing that Newcastle are beating Manchester City. So at the moment we're losing, and it doesn't matter. So, oh boy, if we can just get an equaliser, we might have a chance of getting something. But here come Liverpool, and that's a harmless ball through and collected by Lewis Jr. There is an hour gone. It's still Liverpool 1, Swansea 0. It's still Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0. And so nothing really has changed. And I was rather hoping that Liverpool would have played a weaker team today after playing 2 days ago. It hasn't been the case. They chose to play their weaker team against Manchester City and not against us. And here is Brozier. Brozier finds Pobega. Pobega looking for Barassi. Mailer's in, and Mailer scored. We have equalised, and we fully deserve at least to be level, if not more. And good old Mailer, the right back, he's been a stalwart servant to the club. Doesn't get much recognition, but he stole in on the far side and slotted it in the near post. You've got to look at the goalkeeper there, but I don't care. It's 1-1. It's Liverpool 1, Swansea 1. We are back on top by 2 points now because Newcastle are being beaten. And we could even win this yet. Adley to deliver the corner, and that is a chance, and Brozier has made it 2-1. We are in the lead. I was about to think, okay, let's come off and let's go a little bit more balanced, but the decision not to has paid off because Brozier collected the rebound from Alisson and just toe-poked it over the line. It's now Liverpool 1, Swansea 2. I think this is fully deserved. We've absolutely annihilated them, in all fairness, and we deserved the 3 points. We are now 4 points ahead of Manchester City after 20 games, as Newcastle have beaten Manchester City by 1-0. And that is great news. Because January is a very, very, very busy month, and I cannot see any team getting all the points from these games during the month of January. So we are going to be very, very busy. But we do have some fascinating cup games coming up, and I think it might be fun to come back for the FA Cup third round against Coventry, and then the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Arsenal. And that's what we'll do. We'll play a couple of games, and then we will come back for those 2 games, just to have some cup fun rather than focusing on the Premier League, which we will be doing for a while after that. Okay, so that's it for this episode. If you are new to the channel and you like this kind of content, then why not subscribe, watch, like and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And all that remains to be said now, from a very, very happy Liberty Stadium. We are top of the league, 4 points clear of Manchester City. We will bid you all farewell, and we will see you for some cup fun, beginning with Coventry away in the FA Cup third round. We will see you all soon.